York's classic rock, Q1043.
I welcome an old friend. Wendy Pedro is the president and CEO of MHA of Monmouth County. That's the Mental Health Association of Monmouth County. And the reason Wendy is on, actually, it's twofold. Number one, there is a big virtual fundraiser that's coming up Tuesday that Wendy's going to tell you about. But to me, what is so important, what has been left behind in my mind in this pandemic, because we're mainly concerned with the physical health, what is left behind and is going to be a much bigger toll in the years ahead is the mental health toll from this pandemic. And MHA has really stepped up in this pandemic in a time when everybody is suffering from anxiety and depression from time to time. So welcome, Wendy, and tell us first about the virtual event and then what you've been dealing with and how you're handling the mental health note.
So on December 1st, actually this year we're celebrating our 70th anniversary, the Mental Health Association of Monmouth County providing services, and it's been a challenging year, needless to say. I mean, fundraising has been very, very difficult because in-person events have just been next to impossible to have. We were able to have a golf outing, socially distanced, and in August, but other than that, it's been a challenge. So on December 1st, in time for Giving Tuesday, we're going to be having a virtual event with a number of different performers. Actually, we're going to be having Train, the Grammy Award-winning band. Shelley, you're going to be emceeing for us, and a number of local bands, as well as testimonials from different people that we've helped throughout the years, as well as what's currently going on with COVID and what we've been doing with that. Just going back to what you said, Shelley, about the ongoing mental health issues that this pandemic is causing. Our national affiliate, Mental Health America, just published their statistics for 2020 from January to the end of September 2020, and the amount of people taking screenings for depression and anxiety on the national website has increased over 90% from the year before. There was over 1.5 million screens that were completed, and what we're seeing is the ridiculous increase in depression and anxiety, and feelings of isolation seem to be also right up in the top of the list. And, as a result, people are suffering from more, episodes of depression, more serious depression, and are reaching out for help. They're reaching out for help. And so, the goal is to be able to, to have the resources in our agency, and of course, through all other agencies, to provide the resources and to provide the support that people that so desperately need it right now.
So what does MHA of Monmouth County actually offer people who might need this help with anxiety and depression?
So after the pandemic, after it was kind of in full swing in late March, early April, we did pull together 70 volunteer therapists and clinicians who were willing to provide emotional support to people who were struggling with the pandemic. People who maybe didn't have mental health issues prior to this, but so basically we offered a support line to call, and then if people were in need of ongoing counseling, we provided them a therapist and linked them for 6 free sessions. So it didn't have to go through insurance. We tried to take the stigma out of it. It was just providing support, and we were grateful to these therapists that stepped up to the plate to do that for us. In addition, we compiled resource lists, critical resource lists for the county, that covered everything from where to get food to, where to get diapers to, to job assistance, all that kind of thing. And we partnered with Monmouth County on a lot of those efforts. And in addition, we also have an outpatient program that provides mental health services. And, we don't really turn anybody away. So even if they're out of network for our for insurance, that kind of thing, we always try to still provide, pro bono services as well. So that's some of the things.
And going back to the virtual fundraiser that's coming up Tuesday, how do you get your funding? And I imagine that you now, this year of all years, celebrating your anniversary, this is the year when you're most in need and when we are most in need of you.
I mean, so we have contracts that cover some of the mental health services that we provide, and we don't really charge for any services. So I think all but our outpatient program, which we take Medicaid or Medicare and bill insurance for, everything else is provided for free. Contracts cover some of the basic costs for that, through state and federal funding, but there's always a gap. There's always a gap that needs to be filled. We're never, as a not-for-profit, we're always just barely struggling to keep afloat. So donations is what's so important. That kind of helps us continue on. And when there is a new challenge, which our agency has a history of kind of stepping up during challenges, we did it through Sandy and other disasters. That's how we get supported, is by people's donations.
How do they donate?
They can go on our website, www.mentalhealthmonmouth.org. They can donate, or they could, certainly just, mail a check in, that type of thing. But our website is really the preferred method.
And do you need more therapists to volunteer?
We probably could use more volunteer therapists because, the ones that we have, right, have been stepping up now for a number of months. And particularly, I would love to put a call out for anyone that's bilingual, because that's a real need, and that's where we struggle.
And again, how can people watch the virtual event Tuesday?
Again, they can go on our website, www.mentalhealthmonmouth.org.
mentalhealthmonmouth.org. mentalhealthmonmouth.org. Okay, thank you so much, Wendy Pedro. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning on the Jim Kerr Rock and Roll Morning Show, Q104.3.
New York's classic rock, Q104.3.